Welcome to Rob and Kerri's top 5 favorite things on Silversea Silver Shadow.
We're going to start with the number one thing we love. First of all, we've loved the cruise line for a long time, but this is our first time actually sailing on board. At number one, the ship itself. The size it holds about 390 passengers. It is completely full, but there's over 300 crew members, which gives it one of the best crew to passenger ratios in the industry.
And one of the things I love about the size is getting on and off the ship is super easy because you're not dealing with thousands of passengers. And we get to go into some port stops that the bigger ships don't. So those excursions are extra special because they're different than some of the other Caribbean cruises that we've done.
Another thing about the ship size is not if, but when you forget something back in your room, you can go back and get that just within a couple of minutes.
Yeah, super convenient. And don't let the size of the ship scare you because our stateroom is a really big size. The bathroom has 2 sinks in it. There is both a bathtub and a shower.
That we have not used simultaneously.
And we have a nice balcony, but the size of the room is very comfortable. Like we've hung out in there, we've had dinner in there.
Room service was amazing. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
Yes, we will.
And as a matter of fact, Silversea doesn't call them staterooms or cabins. Everyone is in a suite.
Yeah, and there is a suite size for everybody because there are some bigger ones, right?
There are.
Number 2, and this is a big reason that we were so excited to sail with Silversea and a good reason that we'll be back, and that is it is all inclusive.
Truly all inclusive. So there's no drink packages. There's only an upcharge for one restaurant, even though there are multiple restaurants on board, your excursions, and your gratuities.
And what's also kind of cool is with Silversea, you can choose to do either a port-to-port package or you can do a door-to-door service, which includes your transfers from your home, your airline tickets, including business class if you want to upgrade, and then all the way around transfers to and from the airport to the port, and then all the way back home. So if you like all-inclusive and you don't like pulling out your wallet for all those extra charges, Silversea may just be right for you. And I think you'd be surprised because when you do an apples to apples, and this is true with a lot of Silversea cruises, once you factor in all those excursions, and all of ours have been excellent, that is a huge value that's already built into your price.
At number 3 is our favorite restaurant called The Grill, and we dined there a couple of nights ago. We're doing it again tonight, and the reason is it's a fantastic menu, but you cook your own. Whether it's steak, fish, veal, pork chop, you cook your own meal at your table on a 400-degree hot box.
Yeah, it was such a cool experience.
You do have to wear a bib. It is required because
they give it to you, though.
They put a bib on you, but if you don't, the juices from the meat will just pop onto your shirts or dresses in this case. Amazing experience, so much so that we're doing it more than once.
Yeah, that one was a surprise. And it was a recommendation from another passenger when we were on board. We're like, oh, didn't know about that.
And when we heard about it, I'm like, oh, it's just for that one night? No, it's every night.
Yeah, super cool and a really great meal. And they actually had my favorite dessert, cinnamon ice cream.
Nobody has that.
Nobody has that. Yeah, so that was really fun. And at number 4, and this one was no surprise.
We did expect this.
Yeah, and that is the staff, and specifically your butler. Our butler, Shijo, has been fantastic. And yes, every single cabin has a butler.
Because it's a suite.
Because it's a suite. And he did all of our unpacking. He's going to help us pack back up.
I'm looking forward to that part more.
He stocked our mini bar. He took care of everything that, for our needs.
Let's talk about the mini bar though. We've been on some cruises that will include either a drink or a drink package where they will put drinks in your fridge in your room. But for example, she likes vodka and soda. He didn't put a whole bunch of little airplane bottles in the fridge. He put a full bottle of Absolute, a couple bottles of champagne, 6 to 8 beers every day. And your butler really gets to know you, so they know what you like and they keep restocking.
Yeah, they even did a pillow choice, and so we could choose the type of pillows that we wanted. And then they have a couple of different bathroom products that are luxury, high-end. But the staff in general, though, our butler's been fantastic, but everywhere we've been, and again, there's that ratio of almost 1-to-1. And so every meal we've been at, every bar we've gone to, just such great service. And that has definitely been one of our top things.
Something to keep in mind is that we've been on over 30 cruises on more than a dozen different lines. And I can't say we've ever really been disappointed by any staff. There's just some that kind of outshine others.
Yeah.
This with Silversea, that's definitely true.
And at number 5, and we've talked about this one a lot because one of the things that we love to do when we travel is just meet other people. So at number 5,
The people. It really is about the other passengers and not just getting to know them and, having some conversations, but listening to them tell their stories. And there are so many people on this exact cruise that this is not their first, not even their third or fourth or fifth Silversea cruise. And so they sit down and they're telling us about the other cruises they've gone on, the other ships, why they love certain ships over others. And I would say that pretty much everybody on this ship is very well traveled. This is nobody's first cruise, nobody's first vacation. And so the other people on this cruise have been a very pleasant surprise.
yeah, just the travel stories from them and their adventures and places they've gone, because Silversea does travel literally all over the world.
They actually have a world cruise. It's in the name.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
And that is something that is really, really neat and just kind of speaks to their brand and just all the people on board, though. And again, hearing about the cruise stories as well. But the passengers definitely make a huge difference on any cruise, and this one is no exception. So there you have it, our top 5 favorite things on Silversea. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel because we have some room tours, we have some ship tours of this. So if you're interested in learning more about Silversea, go and check those out.